Armstead looked great in the preseason. I was blown away when they cut him, but they did sign him to the practice squad, which I think they would do. Maybe with if Trey Burton's injured, they bring him up and they maybe waive another player to bring up Horsted.
I mean, bro, they need to keep him. Trey Burton, he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. They have to have another. They have to have Shahin and probably somebody else on the active roster.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked Horsted, and I think he would be, honestly, I mean, he doesn't have the chemistry. He wasn't in the offense the entire last year and this offseason and everything. But I don't know. I like Horsted a lot, and I mean, who knows? I mean, he was playing against twos and stuff, but I think he would be those kind of catches.
Talent. I mean, even if he was playing other guys who aren't necessarily starters or whatever, like he showed that he can. He made catch balls in the NFL.
Yeah, whether or not he's guarding Darrelle Revis or whatever, those catches are still catches where no matter who's guarding you, that's still an insanely tough catch. And he made like 8 of them in the entire preseason. It was awesome. So I hope at some point he gets signed to the active roster or brought up to the active roster and he gets to give a shot because I think he's got a ton of talent. But, yeah, that's my opinion on the matter. Trey Burton. Yeah. I don't know. Please be healthy, but it's just
at this point, dude. We need you. We really need you.
It's just a head shaker at this point.
He's huge, not only for pass catching, bro, but for run blocking, pass blocking too. I mean, and he's one of the highest paid tight ends in the league too. So hopefully he can get healthy, try and live up to that contract, and provide some value for the Bears. But nonetheless, let's move into our NFC division standings now, because this is what I really want to do. Because neither of us have told each other where we rank these teams.
Nope.
So I'm really, really interested to see where you have some of these.
So do you want to just do
squads in the NFC?
Do you want to just do like?
Let's do like by division.
By division, you'll say yours and then I'll say mine.
Yeah.
Or something. Okay. Let's do North last, or do you want to do North first?
No, North last.
All right, then we'll start off with South.
Okay, cool.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first, bro. I'll start out at number 4. Number 4, I have Tampa Bay. Not that Tampa Bay is particularly bad or anything. I just think they're the bottom team in this division.
Mm-hmm.
At number 3, I have Carolina, who I think could actually make a good bounce back and maybe fight for the second position in the division. But I don't see them being better than the number 2 team I have, which is Atlanta. Atlanta always seems to put together a decent record. I don't really know exactly where I see Atlanta and Carolina being, whether it's like one of them finishing at 9-7, maybe. I think at the top, I don't see them finishing better than that. And then obviously at number 1, New Orleans, the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's.
Do you have any differences there?
I got Bucks, Panthers, Atlanta, Saints. I'm just gonna say my records really quick because it's the exact same thing as you. I have Bucks just to throw it in there. I had Bucks 5-11, Panthers 8-8, Atlanta 10-6, and then Saints 12-4. That's what I think.
Really, you have Atlanta at 10-6?
Yeah, I think they're good enough to put up 10 wins. I don't know. It's not as they're good enough to put up 10 wins. I just don't see them losing a ton of games. I don't know. I think Matt Ryan could have it. Matt Ryan could be MVP quality, and he could be middle of the pack. It's either like he goes off like sometime, like every other season he switches off and everything. So, yeah, mine exact same thing as you.
Okay.
For the East, do you want me to start with the East then?
Yeah, kick off the East.
All right. Now, I think the bottom 2 teams are the only thing really up for argument because, the other top 2, I pretty much have.
The top 2 are easy. It just depends on what order.
Yeah. All right, I have Giants in last place. I have them at 4-12. I have Redskins getting 3rd in the division. I have them going 6-10. I can see that changing because they have a solid defense. And then I have the Cowboys at 11-5. But not winning the division. I have the Eagles.
So they're at 11-5 and they're second in the division.
Yeah, because dude, the Cowboys and Eagles are both solid teams, and I have the Eagles at 12-4.
Oh, for sure.
Just I think with Carson Wentz back, they could put up serious numbers. So I have the Eagles at 12-4 winning the division.
Okay. Yeah, I have it in the same exact order. Although I could see Washington finishing at the bottom. I just feel like they're never an exciting team, but they somehow always find a way to win 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
By the grace of God. So
yeah.
I have Giants in last, the Redskins in 3rd. I do have Dallas at 2nd as well. I would not have them going particularly 11-5 or anything like that. just because I think there's other good teams in the NFC. And then I have Philly at number 1. But I really think that could go either way. Philly's kind of a hot pick for making the Super Bowl in the NFC right now. And I could see it, but I feel like out of all the division winners we have, Philly's probably the weakest team. I mean, that's just in my opinion. But we'll get to who we have winning in each division. So I'll move us over to the West now, NFC West. At the bottom of the division, I have Arizona. They just had the number 1 pick for a reason. I like Kyler Murray, but I don't see him propelling them to anything that great in his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
And their roster still needs to be rounded out quite a bit. Number 3, I got San Fran. To be honest, I don't really know too much about San Fran's defense.
No.
If I did, I might be able to say what record they are. But to be honest, I don't really know where they're going to finish. And Jimmy G's looked rough so far in the preseason. He threw a pick on his first throw. So we'll see how San Fran does. And then number 2, I have Seattle. They just got a whole lot better the last week with Jadeveon Clowney, which we didn't even talk about. We didn't even talk about Clowney.
It's pretty nuts.
Clowney going to the Seahawks. Tunsil and Stills going to Houston.
Seattle got so much no. Who gave up Tunsil again?
The Dolphins. The Dolphins gave up Tunsil and Stills.
The Dolphins traded Tunsil to Texans, right? Quick little side note.
Tunsil Stills to the Texans.
Oh my God! Did the Texans get a lot? Or did the Dolphins get a lot?
They gave up 2 first-rounders and
that's insane.
A second or third or something. But
that's a lot.
Those are good players, bro. They're gonna make a run. But not to get too off track here. And then number one, I got the Rams. Obviously, they just made it to the Super Bowl. I don't really see you disagreeing with too much there, unless you have San Fran and Arizona switched around.
I don't think we have any picks in there exactly the same.
Wait, really?
Yes. Okay. I have the Niners going 2-14 in last place this year. I think they're gonna get the first overall pick this year.
Okay.
I can see it happening. I can see Jimmy G having a bad year and just injuries hitting him, whatever. But something about it is just telling me that the Cardinals will just find a way to win more games because Kyler Murray, and that brings me to my next point. Cards, I have them at third place because not that the Cardinals have a better lineup or anything. But Kyler Murray, if he is good, because I've seen him in the preseason, he doesn't look like anything that special so far. I mean,
it takes time.
It is preseason. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to look amazing right now. Yeah, Jamarcus Russell 2.0. No, I'm not saying that already. I'm saying that I don't know. He could this first year be. He could the first year be. Wow, he's rookie of the year. You never know. And I just think if he lives up to his potential, they could be a 5-11 team, which I have them at.
Okay.
Now my second place is you are going to disagree.
You have the Rams. So
I have the Rams at second place. All right.
Wow.
I don't know injuries hitting them, whatever. I just think the Rams will be second place at 10-6 because of one reason. Not that the Rams are bad. I like the Seahawks.
Think Seattle's that good?
I think the Seahawks have a good defense. They did lose Earl Thomas, but they had him. They didn't have
their
him.
Defense. Of course, Clowney made them a lot better, but they have a lot of holes, especially in their secondary. Bro.
Yeah. They still have Bobby Wagner, and they got Jadeveon Clowney. So that defense, I think, is solid. But I think this is they started off last year and struggling, and then they just got better and better each game. And
Russell Wilson's definitely going to keep you in some games.
Yeah, and didn't last year they beat the Chiefs, right? Last year in the regular season.
Oh, in the regular season?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I can tell you specifically about regular season.
I'm pretty sure they did. Anyway, I'm just high on the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will win the division at 11-5.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. So what do you have the Rams at? You have the Rams at 10-6?
10-6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That maybe those records will change. I'm not saying the records are just I just put there.
Hey, I respect it, but I just have a little inkling that you may be a little upset that the Bears didn't get to mosey on down to LA to face the Rams in the second round of the playoffs.
What, last year?
Yeah.
I just
I'm not going to get into that.
I don't even want to talk about. I really think if they went down to LA, the Bears would have smacked them. But I'm not. I don't know why I'm not big on Jared Goff. I'm not. I mean, look what the Bears did to him. He put up 9 QBR. It was a total of a 9 QBR.
That Bears game was an outlier.
I don't know about that one. I think when you play, look at when he played the Patriots. The Patriots did the same defense the Bears did. Maybe they found a defense.
That's like saying the Bears are going to be the team we saw in the Eagles playoff game this year, just because that was the most important game, and they
no
showed that they couldn't score, get any pressure on the quarterback. Is that what you're saying?
I get what you're saying, but look what happened. It happened multiple games. Look what happened in the Pats game. The Sean McVay, if you hear mic'd up, he says, they're running. That's what the Bears are running. That's what they did. And the Patriots are running the Bears defense or something about the Bears defense, and they couldn't do it. And I don't know.
All I got to say is Chicago in the early months of winter, not a fun place to play.
No.
Especially when you're used to nice, sweaty hands throwing the ball in Los Angeles out there. It must be nice.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, that's the Patriots, bro. That's Bill Belichick.
That is
That's
fair.
the football evil scientist.
Literally, though. He's pouring chemicals into little, what are they called? Little beakers, and just making plays and stuff. It's unbelievable. I don't
know what the chemicals have to do with it.
The chemicals are his football knowledge into this little flask that he makes up, and it's his game plan for that game that he's doing.
He drinks it, and then he knows.
He drinks it, he puts on his cutoff hoodie, and he somehow knows exactly what to do, and he's been doing it for, 20-plus years.
I think the league needs to give him a drug test.
Literally, though, that guy is taking steroids of the brain.
Like an actual wizard. Legit.
With that, it moves to the NFC North. I'm going to let Kronberg, you say yours, because mine, it probably is pretty obvious, and so is yours, but let's hear yours.
Okay. Number 4, I have the Lions, Detroit Lions. I would say they're by far the best last-place team of any of these divisions. I could easily see the Lions moving up to 3rd or something, depending on what goes on with my next team, which is Minnesota.
Ooh.
Minnesota is definitely, they're an interesting pick this year. I've seen a lot of analysts and experts and whatnot predicting them to have a big bounce back year, and Kirk Cousins gonna do this and that. I just think purely because of Kirk Cousins that they aren't gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna win on prime time. He's not gonna come through when they need him, even though they have Thielen and Diggs and Rudolph and Dalvin Cook and all these other guys and a great defense. It's looking like they're gonna make a bounce back. I don't see it with Minnesota. I don't see it. I really don't. At number 2, I have our Chicago. But no, I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare scare me like that. Don't you dare scare me like that. Oh my God.
Oh, that look on your face. You just like move your eyes.
I was fully just looking somewhere else. All right, yeah, I'm listening. I'm ready for you to say the Packers at 9-7 or something, and you said the Bears. I was about to come to ISU and beat the living poo out of you, man.
No. And at number 2, I have Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to be really good this year. I'm worried, to be honest, because I've seen some, again, analysts and experts projecting their defense to be really good this year. To like I even saw something that had their defense top 5, which I thought was a little absurd. But they got Adrian Amos. Their defense looks to be making some strides. Obviously, their offense is going to be there as usual with Aaron Rodgers. I think Green Bay is really going to give us a run for our money. But obviously, number 1, got our Chicago Bears. I'm pretty sure I projected. What did I say in our predictions?
11-5.
Did I say 11-5? I might have said 10-6 as well.
You said 11.
I just think that's purely because our division's so tough, and I really think the NFC's good, bro. What were you just
singing? Bear down, baby. Bear down,
okay.
Chicago Bears. No, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Honestly, your points are very good about the Packers and the Vikings. Honestly, I kind of want to.
I'm scared of the Packers, bro. I really am.
I want to change what I said now because it's really. I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with my gut. But honest to God,
what's your rankings? Who's your number 4?
I do 100% agree that Lions are probably going to be the best last ranked team.
And I don't even think the Lions are honestly a pretty good team too.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're a horrible team. I think they'll be the best last ranked team. I think this is I think. Would you say there's a harder division than NFC North right now? I mean, besides maybe.
I would say the North is probably